How y'all doing? Good. Oh, they got a trash can? I spit this gum off. Okay.
Okay.
Could you just take us through that catch you had, that touchdown?
Um, we talk all week about staying aggressive. I think you could say that was one of the plays that we did decide to take a shot. Early in that drive, we tried the back shoulder. We got the pass interference call, so we went right back at it. Shout out to Drake on the throw. Shout out for him to being confident, line blocking, just making a play. We knew, like Braves talk about, it's all going to come down to somebody making a play. And I think at that point in the game, it was 21-16, and we needed a play. So.
Once you get a corner stacked behind you, what's your mindset? Are you trying to be patient there? Are you still trying to outrace them? What's going on in your head?
So obviously you want to win the release, but I think when you stack him, you're not really running full speed. You kind of got to have a feel for what a ball at, and they say late hands. So kind of when I stack him, just slow down a little bit because the worst he could do is jump on my back. We get a penalty. It is what it is, and then perfect ball over the shoulder where only I could reach it.
So people online were struck by the fact that it looked an awful lot like scored the first touchdown catch that Drake threw at you in his career last year against the Texans. Did you find these sort of parallels there, or was it?
No, it was the exact same route, same end zone, same corner of the end zone, on the same person, That was my first touchdown and his first touchdown, and I asked him if he wanted the game ball last year too, and he told me I could keep it, so.
Are there any
I would
ways of
imagine
going?
that you practiced against him at LSU. Do you think those reps help you?
Yeah, I would say yeah. I think when I got there in 2020, they was coming off the national championship season. He was the best cornerback in college football, Then we had Eli Ricks too, and just working every day with those guys, it's only gonna make you better. You want to play against the best competition.
Kayshon, where does that touchdown stand in terms of your career highlights?
I never thought about that one yet, honestly. I think I'm still enjoying the moment, though. I still kind of look back and I was wondering, like, how did I catch that? I never realized that it was one-handed till I got to the sideline and was watching it on the screen. So
I'm sure you got a lot of pats on the back, interesting text messages, calls, anything stand out? Like, did your phone blow up last night?
I would say, yeah, it's kind of hard to get back to everybody, but I think just try not to get too high, too low, Still got another game this week, focus on Denver. Then hopefully we advance Super Bowl, and then we there. So.
Did you hear from anybody in particular, like a former coach or players or anything?
Nah. Just a couple people followed me, just different people, but that's about it. So.
Winner. Go ahead.
A couple guys were talking about how they watched the Denver Buffalo game on Saturday night. Did you watch that? Do you have any sort of early thoughts on the Denver defense?
Great defense, obviously. Like Braves always say, it comes down to the turnover margin. You got to win it. And I just think with that game, it was turnovers what killed the Bills. But overall, Denver defense great. Look forward to it.
Kayshon, win or lose, yesterday was going to be the last game at Gillette Stadium for this season. What did it mean for you and your teammates to send the home fans home happy?
I would say it mean a lot, but they another reason why we here today. They come out every week and show support to us. Being that we on the road next week, I'm pretty sure some of them will join us. Maybe not all, but we still got the support and love.
Steph said yesterday that you guys play with a chip on your shoulder and that he actually thinks you play better that way. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, I would say yeah. I would say just all last week we sat there listening about how good the Texans defense is, this, that. Obviously we know they good, but was hearing like Legion of Boom comparing them to Seattle, and there's just a lot going on, but I think that was fuel to us, we like the underdogs, underdog story is always good.
Hey, John, do you enjoy now? It's like you're kind of going through this gauntlet of great defenses and you're kind of casting them all to the curb. Is that enjoyable for you?
Yeah, it's enjoyable. It's part of the game. You always have fun when you're winning more. But like I say, you always want to play against the best. It's only going to make you better.
How much respect do you have for Patrick Surtain?
A lot of respect, Played against him in college, too. My first year there, So I would say familiar matchup. Kind of used to him. Great corner.
I have a question on Drake May and just this whole thing that's going on with this I love Drake May shirts and Drake May. What are your thoughts on this one?
I would say, everybody love Drake, the shirts. I feel like obviously the shirt's cool and everybody do their own little things, but I mean, it's a great way to support him, so.
How has he sort of taken, or what have you seen from him and how he has embraced it?
I say, Drake kind of the more quiet quarterback, try not to buy into all the outside noise. He don't really let it affect him or hype him up. It's mostly football with him. That's really all I see, so.
People tend to forget that you should have a first-round pick, but are there any ways that you've grown as a pro that have even surprised you?
I would just say growth on and off the field, come to work every day trying to get better, and then the results show on Sunday.
Kayshon, when you say growth off the field, can you expand on that a little bit more about how you think you've developed as a pro in the last couple of years?
Think just enjoying what I do, just coming to work every day. I think that's what make me happy. And you go home, be a dad, spend time with your kid, your family, and everything like that. It's all a great feeling.
And then where on the field do you feel like you've improved the most or developed the most?
I would say everywhere, honestly, I always say the worst position to be in is the same position you was last year, So I felt like off season, worked on what I needed to work on, came back this year stronger, and we making plays.
You mentioned that there's a lot of talk last week about the Texans defense. I know you spoke about it during the week, but also looking at it from the other side, how do you feel like the Patriots defense kind of respond? I know how you felt you responded to it. How do you feel the Patriots defense?
I feel like they took it to offense too, Obviously, our defense good, and I think that was a shot at them, Obviously, we all, you scroll on Twitter, you open Twitter, you just scrolling down. It's all Texans. And I think a lot of people don't give our defense the credit that they need. They went out there yesterday, bust their ass, only gave up one touchdown. And a week before, no touchdown. So, I mean, a lot of turnovers. They keeping us in games, so shout out to them.
Stephon said after the game that, I think he was joking, you guys are competing for the best touchdown. He had one, you had one, he said Pop started off. You guys obviously seem to have a great relationship in that wide receiver room, but what about the competition level among you? How do you guys work to make each other better? And do you ever push each other to a point where it's a little uncomfortable to make somebody better?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we all we got, We on the field every time, across from each other, every play. So, I mean, we always want the best for each other. And think Steph coming in this offseason was like, I feel like he pushed me to fully become the person I want to be. When you got somebody on side you that's competitive and want it more than you do or just as much as you do, it only bring out good results.
I'm sorry, did he push you in like talking to you through practice or talking to you outside of practice? How was that?
I would just say he got a dog mentality when it comes to football, So being that he been around for a while, I'm still young, just finishing my second season, I kind of wanna do the things that he did, possibly bigger, So just working with him.
You're one of a handful of guys who was here the last 2-3 years. You talked to a couple of guys in the locker room last night, Ramondre, Michael, and you, about how this place has changed over the last handful of years, specifically the roster. What's different about this group of guys, maybe off the field, than the group that was here the last 2-3 years?
I would say it all start with the coach, Braves came in this offseason with a good plan for us. Everybody bought into it, and everybody believed, We bought into the identity. We traveled it everywhere we went, and we sit where we at today.
So I was looking at your Instagram post. Talked about respect, and they're going to respect this blank eventually. Do you feel you've been disrespected? The team's been disrespected nationally?
No, I just think I always been more doubted, Like, I feel like people don't really know what I'm capable of, but deep down, I really know. So to everybody, it seemed like a surprise, but it's really something that I always been could have done.
You had a big embrace with Coach Rabel in the tunnel afterwards. What do you remember about that moment?
No, it was a great moment. I think he had told me he proud of the way I'm going, and I would just say I'm thankful that he believed in me when he came in. There was a lot of talks about where I would be, possibly traded and stuff like that. But, I mean, we sitting here today. He believed, I believed, and it's been great. So.
hug looked like maybe the hardest hit you took all day. Is that fair to say?
Nah, it might have been the ground on the catch. That might have been that one.
What would it mean to get Matt Collins back this week?
Oh, it would mean a lot, you know. After this game or even before this game, that was the message to our receivers, you know. Me and Diggs come out before the game and we talk together when we come out in the tunnel for warm-ups, and we just said one more game and we get Mac back, you know. But I think it mean a lot to Mac, you know. We bust our to get where we at today, AFC Championship. So now that he back, we look forward to roll.
What are you planning for the day off? Anything special tomorrow?
Tomorrow or today?
Yeah, whichever.
Think probably just chill a little bit. Gotta take my dog to the vet, send him away for boarding school. That's about it though.
What kind of dog?
German Shepherd. Yeah.
Name?
Bruin.
Bruin?
Yeah, like the Boston Bruins. Yeah.
Like
Gave him a little meaning behind it.
Kayshon, can I just follow up on something? You say you didn't know you caught that one-handed. I guess that surprises me. You didn't know you caught it one-handed. Can you tell me more about that?
I would just say, you know, on the deep balls, corners kind of get away with holding your left arm and the wrist and stuff like that. So, I mean, obviously, if I was able to catch it with two, it would have been over the shoulder. But I think maybe I was held a little bit, and then just one hand made a play.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Craig,
Morning.
let's go.
Good.
Mike Vrabel just said that you've been very consistent, that you've improved throughout the season. Where do you think you have improved this year?
Just trusting myself, just having confidence out there. I think it's getting easier with my teammates supporting me and having the coaches having my back. So just trusting the plays that I see, and then improving like my tackling and communication has gotten a lot better. Yeah.
Speaking of your teammates' support, Jalen Hawkins said he was brought to tears when you got that interception. What's the dynamic there between you two?
Man, I mean, that's bro. That's big bro for real. Like, we have a lot of chemistry out there on the field. He, had me excited when he made plays, and then when I make a play, he turned for me. So, we just want to see the best for each other, and I hope that we continue to just, go down this path and keep on playing together.
He was brought to tears. What was your reaction?
Oh, I was turned. Obviously I got, hit pretty hard, but, man, I was happy. I was grateful, man. God is good. This is something that I've been wanting, an interception. So just happy it finally happened. Yeah.
Craig, Jalen said he's been watching you do your thing since freshman year of college. Could you speak a little bit about that Cal connection and just letting me see it?
Yeah, so whenever I came into Cal, I was watching what he was doing, just everything he was doing. He was a guy that I knew of, just made plays and always got his hands on the ball. So everything he doing in practice, I'm trying to be behind him, standing behind him, doing what he doing. So it's just cool to see us finally come together and actually play together. And I'm just grateful that he's here.
You seem pretty unafraid to stick your face in the fire and be very physical in the run game. Has that always been part of your game? And when did you realize that you kind of had that instinct, I guess?
Yeah, I've always had that. I've always wanted to be the one that's hitting people, tackling. Since my Cal days, you can look at the tape. That's all I was doing out there, just making plays, running around, hitting people, getting people on the ground. That was my strong suit. And really, like when I was coming into the combine and the draft process, that's kind of what I was selling teams on. Like, I can tackle. I'm one of the best tacklers out there. So, yeah.
So what's it mean to come in here as a rookie? You start right away, you're about to play in the AFC Championship game.
Feels good. It's a blessing, man. I got some, teammates who from Cal in the league now, not even in the playoffs. So just to be able to be in this position right now, it's a blessing, man. And I'm gonna take it one day at a time, 1 week at a time, and hopefully we can just stack days, win on Sunday, and then get to that next one.
I know sometimes defenders say it's kind of like a triangle when you're reading your run and doing your keys. Does it change for you snap to snap, or are there certain things you try to keep your eyes on so you can react quickly?
It depends on the scheme stuff, because some things I'm looking at, like the defensive end in front of me, like I have to fit off of him. Some things I'm looking at my man, I have to fit off of him. So it really just depends on like what we're doing in the scheme.
How appreciative are you
some of the plays you get from your guys up front, and they give you guys opportunities to make plays on the ball?
Man, they make it easy for us. They make it easy for us. When they rushing the quarterback, when they getting after it up front, man, they causing disruption up there. I mean, it messes up the timing for the receivers and the quarterback. It puts pressure on the quarterback to make an accurate throw. So I think for us, it just makes it easier, man. We give them all the praise for real. Like, man, y'all keep doing y'all, and we gonna handle things in the back end.
You guys have been, it seems like, blitzing a fair amount. More than maybe during the regular season these last couple games. Does that put more stress on you guys in the secondary? Just knowing that there might not be as many people dropping back.
No stress for real. I mean, when you play DB, that's what comes with it, man. You got to guard the man in front of you, and you got to win your one-on-one battle. Like, that's what comes with it. Whatever we call, man, we riding with it. We trust Zach calling the plays out there, so we blitzing a lot, man. We strap it up. Let's do it.
Time for you guys to hit the road again. It's the biggest game of the year. Playing in Denver, the oxygen levels are different. Do you have any special preparations you're going to have for that, and how do you feel your team does on the road?
Shoot, our record says it. We 8-0 on the road, so I don't think there's anything that we really need to change up. I mean, we've had success on the road, and we're going to continue to have success. So I don't think we need to change up anything, man. We just prepare like we usually do, and we'll be ready.
Some teams wouldn't like the opportunity to go on the road, but given you're 8-0 on the road, is that something you guys are kind of excited for this week because of your record and how you guys have done there?
Yeah, I mean, regardless if we're at home or on the road, we're excited to have another week in the playoffs regardless. So for us, I mean, we'll go out there and we'll have confidence that, we can go get it done. But we're going to prepare like usually, and, we'll be ready when it comes Sunday.
What stands out for you about the Denver offense?
What stands out? They got some good receivers out there. They got some guys that can make plays on the perimeter. Even at running back, they got a good running back. So we'll be tuned in. We'll watch this film, and we'll get a good game plan going.
Here's some Patriots alum here yesterday. Have you heard from any former players or, connected with anybody who's been through here with any of those Super Bowl teams?
I haven't yet. No, I haven't. Hopefully, though. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Have a good one.
Oh, wow. A lot of people. Hi, guys. How you doing? All right.
Oh, I see it Wednesday.
I know.
Christian, have you talked to your brother at all?
I have. Yeah.
Give us some insight.
We're excited. It's a huge blessing for our family. One of us is going to the Super Bowl, one way or the other. So we're very excited. For me, it's a little bit of smack talking, a little bit of, we have like, just something between him and I. We'll have a little side bet, and the loser will be reminded for forever. So, yeah.
You guys ever played against each other?
No. Never played against each other. We've never been on the same field like at the same time. So it's special to me. I'm so excited to have his jersey and, frame that and have this moment last forever. Because my favorite moment, even up to this point, was playing against my older brother when he was on the Saints. And I remember blocking him he was on punt, and I was on punt return, and I came in and I tried to blow him up. And we're laughing the entire way down the field. And out of all my moments, Super Bowl, big plays, all that, that's probably my favorite one so far. It's the one that I'm going to hold on to forever.
Christian, what's your experience, if at all, playing in altitude, and how does that change, if at all, your preparation?
I finished up my last 2 years of high school there. I played in the last 2 state championships in high school. I think it was 2016, 2017 in Colorado. I'm used to it. I played there with Bill when he signed me over here. It is definitely a change, and you got to prepare for it, and you got to mentally prepare for it. But it's not anything that, you have to shy away from. It's just like playing when you go to lower elevation Miami and it's 90 degrees and extremely humid. It's just a different type of field and different type of environment. So he's got to prepare for it mentally, and we'll be fine.
You have a chance to as you mentioned before, played one brother and you actually had a chance to block him. Will you get a similar opportunity against Jonah, you think?
I hope so. I hope so. Yeah, I think he's on all 4, and I'm on a few. So I really hope they try to put him on me. You know, that'll be fun.
As a big brother, were you somebody that might kind of rough him up around the house when you guys were growing up?
Yes. That happened a few times. There's a few times where I took it too far, but you know, he's one of my best friends in the world, and now he's my little big brother because he is bigger than me. So I'm excited. I'm really excited for the opportunity and to be able to play against him. It's not something you get often.
What impresses you or stands out most about the Denver offense?
How they play. I really like how the running backs run. I love how Bo's played all year. You know, even though he's had mistakes, he's also had amazing throws, amazing plays. So shout out to him. I hope he gets better soon. And then, you know, Sean, he gets these guys ready to go. So they honestly, whoever's at the helm, they're going to be ready to play, and they're going to be a challenge in and of themselves. And everyone's in this league for a reason. So from my experience and from watching them, Sean has been just a really good coach in getting them prepared and gets them in the right state of mind.
What do you feel like the identity of this defense has become throughout these last few weeks?
You know, I feel like for me it's leave no doubt. I feel like we've been overlooked all year. We've been overshadowed, and it's put a chip on our shoulder. So, you know, for us to come out these last 2 weeks and to play the way we have, I'm so proud of our guys. I'm so proud of our coaches and getting us in the right spots and the play calls. And, you know, for us, it's like it's a group effort. I can't do my part unless T does his part. T can't do his part unless Gonzo does his. It's one big organism, if you will. Everyone has to do their 1/11th. And that's how you make plays, and that's how, you know, we limit teams to explosives and we make them turn the ball over.
Part of that play into last week as well. I know there was like a lot of chatter with the Texans defense, of course, was we've heard from a few guys that certainly put an extra chip on your shoulder. Is that kind of how you felt as well?
Yeah. You know, I'm more like, I'll keep it to myself. It bothers me a lot, just because I see the guys in our room and I see how we play, and so I'm like, how come we aren't looked at like that? But, you know, we'll let everyone keep doubting us, and we'll keep grinding and proving everyone wrong.
You're a guy who's been here for the last year plus, and went through a difficult season last year, along with guys like Ramondre and Michael and you and Pop. They've all talked about how this room is different. It's just a different group of guys, both on and off the field. What for you stands out most about this group in terms of the difference in the last year or two?
Honestly, it's the feeling of even coming into work. Like, when I come in, like, I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be around our teammates. I'm excited to be around this group of guys because, like, I get along with them all so well. And even though we have so many different personalities, we have so many people who have different viewpoints, we come in and it's honestly like a family. I haven't been this close to a group of guys ever in my career. You know, a lot of times you see the NFL, you see a lot of mercenaries. You see a lot of guys who are playing for themselves, and for us, it's like, forget that. We're trying to do something greater than play for ourselves. So that's the way I feel about this team. That's the way I feel about our coaches. That's the way I feel about each guy in the locker room. You know, we shed tears together on and off the field, in our personal lives and in this game. So it's a team I'll never forget, and you know, that's why we're trying to send it off right and make sure the whole world remembers.
Christian, you have a perfect record on the road. What is it about this team on the road? I mean, you guys relish that opportunity to go out and prove yourselves in a hostile environment?
Yeah, it's just it just adds to the chip, right? Like, you have the fans who are screaming at you, you know that the whole stadium is against you. So, like, it feels like when your back's against the wall, you fight even harder. And for us, like, when we're in that hostile environment, that's what we do. It's just us against the world. Yeah, that's really the mentality we take with it.
It seems like You have 3 brothers in the league right now, right? How
Yes.
rare is that? Do you know any other families that are like, that have that many?
I think the Watts had it right. Am I correct with that? I think the Watts had it, but honestly, we're just blessed. We all grew up, and our dream was to play in the league, and all of us had different paths. I went undrafted. Caden was drafted. Jonah was drafted. My little brother Noah, who was in the league, was undrafted with me. So all of us had different paths. We all played in different ways in the league, and God has blessed us and given us more than we could ever ask for. So we're very content, and we're very happy with how our journey has happened so far.
Christian, you've been making plays pretty consistently for a couple of months now. Does it feel like anything has changed over that point in time where maybe something's clicked and has allowed you to play faster or anything like that?
Yeah, honestly, I don't really care what people think of, like how when they watch my tape. I don't care what, honestly, even like to an extent, my coaches and teammates. For me, I'm just gonna put it all out there, and if I make a mistake, I make a mistake. I'll make up for it later. I'm gonna give all glory to God, and I'm gonna play free. I'm gonna play with joy. That's at the end of the day. That's the mentality I finally came to the conclusion of I need to have. It's hard to do in practice, which is why I feel like at the beginning of the season I was a little bit slower in my play because I'm trying to make everything perfect, and that's just my play style. I want to make it perfect. In the last month or so, I've just kind of been like, screw that. Like I don't need it perfect. I'd rather have it be fast, physical, and if I make a mistake, I'll do that going 100%. Appreciate you guys.
Thanks, Christian.
Glad you wrote.